Hey Ghetto Tube, enjoying your pogramming today? Poggers, more like soggers, am I right? This site is getting soggier than beans for breakfast. So I'm gonna take it back to 1984 plus 10 for a Tupac of some juice. Shots fired everywhere, and if Candace Owens is blowing up my spot but ignoring my diss tracks in the year of our Lord, then I got to follow the money and she's leaving clues all over her one episode that I listened to. Don Lemon is no longer with CNN but still pushing their agenda, so who's sticking her token in the arcade of American super PACs? Could it be my least favorite group in America besides the CIA, Brits excluded? Parentheses, you know who I'm talking about. Lawyers. Listen up, exploring series. Take a break from watching Michaela Peterson's scissor contrapoints because the internet is the broken god and I am the new flesh that hates. And when I draw, you do sit dance. If there's one thing I hate, it's liars, lawyers. Somebody stop me, you Stanley dipshits. You public pretenders want a proper defender. Tell those judge packers return to sender before our rights roll back faster than Uncle Clarence's eyes looking at porn on his work laptop, or Ruth Bader Ginsburg in a grave when Christy Nome puts her name in the hat to be pulled like a rabbit in a rope, much to the chagrin of the Apache and fanfare of the Apache attack helicopters. She's up there like Lakota, Dakota, nice to know ya. I'll be taking the Jeep Grand Cherokees to that casino, Elizabeth Warren, because the house has the edge and you can't call the feds. Good thing I saved your reservation, Billy Joel style, at an Italian restaurant, because you can never go back there again. And I know those roughnecks are all come out Virginia, let the wind paint that back, but I'll take you just the way you are. Alcoholics, because we all know smallpox blankets were phase 1, and the potato famine ain't cause of blight, it's fermentation and distillation. I know you want to pawn that bitch off on someone else's Cheney, but take my Parks and recommendation and that you can all be a little bit more Ron Swanson about this one. Back to the show. Enter Ben Shapiro, a legal Eagle dropout who saw fit to audio scrapbook about his struggle on the backs of the very college campuses he sold GHB at, and recent former employer of one, Candace Owens, your social media platform Zuckerberg, Mr. Much and Mr. Needlefolk. I know they say the blacker the berry, but that's no reason to go all Juice World on her once she gets too close to the truth. I wonder if he's more into loopholes or belt loops with the way he chokes on all these financial decisions. We all see those strings, Pinocchio, and by the looks of your wife, you'll be gulagged like that bitch McConnell at the behest of Joseph Pelosi. So focused on the WAP, you lost track of the wasps. Speaking of good noose material, why doesn't Tom McDonald make a donation to Locks to Give Up and spend some time with his #1 ceiling fan? That garish foot fetishist can't make you Goebbels, Ben. He ain't even white, doesn't know the first thing about pop drifting boats. On an epigenetic level, the master racers can pop drift the shit out of those boats, and if you can't get that, you get left in the fucking wake, sucker. Call me the Ubermensch the way I be Uber your mouth with my nuts hanging out. What are the 2 widest anthems in the last 20 years? Not your lawyer-ridden, good riddance fight for your right to Norse god tattoo-ass dumpster fire, boats and hoes, and I'm on a boat. We talking yacht rock, based canyon, they're all canyons. You still in the shores thinking I'm talking about popping yachts while you play with your dinghy. Internet is a series of what? Tubes. If you ain't got the CRT, then you can suck on D's with that LCD lag, because your digits can't fidget like this, and whenever I get that color boost I want, I'm grabbing all them bananas. Go back to your country and your whack-ass raps about your crew. I'll let you play TikTok and you still get conked out. Fucking probably want to meme yourself into Amy going, just wait a minute, but I was born slippy, and Peppy doesn't know shit about our planes. If you can't flip turn, then your mom should have gone up and to the left. Know why I pick these fights? Because if Muck and Zuck won't duke up with each other, they certainly shy away from a big stick. And if you gotta go Beastie Boys over Grandmaster Flash, you were never a friend of the culture. Were you, Slacker Moore? But back to Ben Should and Hero. Got my soul confident and I don't need to talk around in circles. Lawyers telling the people not only are they too dumb to solve their own disputes, but also that they're too dumb to explain themselves? I'll explain these nuts to your mouth. Subclause D's, paragraph 2, past your teeth. Teabag shall be defined as what you're gonna pay me $500 for because I'm paid bi-hourly, and semi-erect is gonna cost extra. Shoulders of giants more like perched on a paper pedestal pen before the lead heads and the alcoholics figured out how to set up an object class. And I'm not talking about how Brett Kavanaugh views women, because that's the stuff Panda at the end of the AJS ring toss, supreme judgmental asshole, still enslaved by a 3/5 majority decision on whether a life term can be considered a death sentence. But half of you want to plug your bench in between the 5th Circuit and the 3rd rail. If you're gonna grow a stash like a woman, at least put your push-up on and take a fucking Hippocratic oath. Ben ain't the sharpest tool in the Piro. Lend an ear, Buttons. I'm gonna need your services real soon because I'm in some hot water and this frog's got more to offer than legs, boy. Come down from that ivory tower, you cold old McDonald's dingus, and let me serve you a pulled pork sandwich of street knowledge. The first weekend I was getting MK Ultra, they used 4chan's Mad Pat and Penis Monkey plus some blue waffle, calling herself Small Senpai, to feed me some offensive Antichrist-type lines to Obama first and then Benjamin Netanyahu second. Owens, Obama, that's why you're number 2, Ben. I guessed the wrong Ben. Have you hit yourself in the face at any point in the past month? Obviously, you've Tory Lanez yourself yourself in your own foot. This is very important. Notice Candace's podcast started coming out after the Trump family marched me into the New Mexican desert to cover up Project 2025 being a plan to release smallpox. I'm pretty sure Hunter Biden is going to sue me and that coked up Howley can't win this time. They had me believing I was dating Candace Owens as Kamala Harris, and I was so racist I fell for it because black don't crack. Damn you CIA, or as I like to call them, clown shoes. Here's some legalese coding for you if I haven't said it already. If cancer in America, aka criminally insane assholes, Uncle Sam, take off those clown shoes. Else, School of America's teachers, leave them kids alone. Obviously, I support Irish independence, but I'm pretty sure Bono is up to something with his macular degeneration, so suffice to say, quid pro quo, I'm gonna need this to be free. Like the red, white, and blue that I bleed, pop, and piss. When Lady Liberty was talking about poor, she meant some sugar on me, and I can no longer go down the only road I've ever known alone. Vietnam's got jungles too, Ben, so maybe see the Texas roses for the thorn. Looking at you, Rex, and weird flies away guy I forget the name of because you didn't defend your wife like a little chicken shit tater tot. Since Trump got your wife, allow me to tread my dick all over your mom's ass because I feel her south mouth rising again, Haas. Let me tell you, that chocolate starfish looks big and bright from where I'm spanking. Paul Simon, you can call me out because she keeps screaming Ella, Mo, 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 and don't you forget it. Tommy McDowellballs wish he got the kind of feed action my snake gets. Speaking of places that ain't got the juice, how'd they miss that death in Texas is only one thing? You can slash taxes but not a second-term zygote? At least teenagers don't get molested in my heaven. Everything they own in a cloud up and to the left, I guess. I guess a wire hanger is what Beyonce meant by Houston Rocket! Did she rent out that whole pregnancy ward to deliver her own child, or was Jay-Z looking for the freshest of meats? Does he Louvre being a molehill or something? Atlanta told us all about the lemonade in Paris is all I'm saying. I can say that, I'm addressing my lawyer. Someone ought to tell the vampires out there that adrenochrome is in Lil Nas X's jizz, and maybe he'll get his wish before the record execs decide his swimming has come out, and that posthumous buzz is necessary before they pave the new townhouse road with a fresh face good enough to envy. Same way Ben tossed out the bathwater after the aged Belle Dafanana cheddar sweats came in the mail. All I'm saying is, Ben, get your shit together. Pour some Pinnacle whipped orange on that gamer girl sweating. Free fucking Gaza and Jerusalem from the fops who broke your dandy candy. America forever. All of them, even Venezuela. L'chaim shall be defined as a word I learned from the Black Eyed Peas song, so don't get full. It started on me for saying it, freedom pal. There's a madness to this method. That's why I don't do meth, kids.